So there was this video that I made the other day. I was showing you some file folders and I was going through my filing cabinet, and then I talked also in that video about purging in my freezer, etc. Well, I was going through a file and I found this. This was something that I had written. Now, I don't expect you to be able to read my chicken scratching, so I'm going to tell you what I wrote. I wrote, "When you think there is nothing left, when you are all tired, beaten, defeated, stand in peaceful protest." I know it doesn't look like the word protest, but I know that's what I intended to write. Time to fight. And sometimes the things that we're fighting for, it seems easy to know the difference between right and wrong. So for example, maybe you have a child in kindergarten and they want to do drag queen story hour. It's very easy to say no to that. I'm not going to have my child there. I'm not going to participate. I think some of the things that they've asked have been easy. I can't participate in that. But when you feel beaten down, busted, broken, sad, melancholy, you don't know which way to turn, will it be easy then to say no to things? We have to prepare our hearts and minds right now that we will decide right now, with whatever scenarios you can come up with right now, what exactly we're going to do in specific situations. Now, it's impossible to come up with all the situations, but the example that I gave you, if your child is in kindergarten and they want to have a drag queen story hour, the answer is no. We have to be prepared in our heart and in our mind to fight for those things that we know God would say no to, and to fight for them and not participate in them. And say, I'm not willing to sacrifice my 5-year-old child to a drag queen story hour. I am not. Even when you're tired, beaten, defeated, stand in peaceful protest. Time to fight. I will fight against for the sake of my child, and my child will not participate in drag queen story hour. And I think sometimes these trials and these things that we go through, I think when we're at the bottom and we don't feel like we have any more to give, you have nothing to lose at that point. You've given all you can. You've said all you can say. You have to decide in your heart and mind what you will participate in and what you won't. Because it might be easy to say, well, I'm not participating in that with my child, but there could be things that are much harder coming. And I think there are much harder things coming. And what are you going to do? So Ephesians 6 says this: "For we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this age, against spiritual hosts of wickedness in the heavenly places. Therefore, take up the whole armor of God, that you may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all, to stand. Stand therefore, having girded your waist for truth, having put on the breastplate of righteousness, and having shod your feet with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all, taking the shield of faith, with which you will be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked one, and take the helmet of salvation, and take the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God, praying always with prayer and supplication in the Spirit, being watchful to the end, with all perseverance and supplication for the saints." When you think there's nothing left, when you are all tired, beaten, defeated, stand in peaceful protest. That is the time to fight. Armor up, we ride at dawn. May God bless you as always. Have a great day.